Live streaming. Hi, live streaming. Hi, good morning. How's everybody doing? It's hot today. It's going to be even hotter tomorrow. So I want to start right off by sharing something with you. I'm going to talk a second about this before we begin. Because as I said, it's going to be hot, boys and girls. Okay, let me take that off the screen, and let's see. Oh, I can't make it bigger, but what I want to let you know is today, Operation Cool Sweep is taking place again in the city, um, which means that the city of Rochester, because it's going to be over 80 degrees, has some locations where you can go and be comfortable just about all day. So anytime the temperature is above 85 degrees, which it's going to be today, and it's definitely going to be tomorrow. So we have, first, I want to show you these parks, spray parks and spray features at these locations from noon to 6, Carter Street, Caldwell Center, Edgerton, Humboldt, Gant, Ryan, Sinclair, MLK Park, Troop Street Park, 4th and Peck. So all of those, in what we have here is the capacity. So like at the first one, Carter Street can accommodate 40 kids. That's a good number. Also, we have a hydrant that's going to be open on Vienna Street, Baden Park Gateway from noon to 4. We have swimming at Adams, noon to 7, Duran, Jackson Center on North Clinton, no swimming at Genesee Valley Park or Lightfoot Center or the Avenue DR Center, Rec Center. Those are closed this season. Also, if you want to just come in and sit and be cool, and hey, how about we look at some magazines, read some books, do some research, and just be cool today. Arnett, let's see, their hours are Monday through Friday, closing at 9. Lincoln Branch, Maplewood Branch, Winton Road Branch, and Gant. That one is 9 to 5:30, however. 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. So you can also contact this number at the bottom here for locations, 585-428-7564. Hi, everybody, good morning. I just went through these cool sweep locations today where if you have little ones, you can go and get wet in the water spray, and you can also cool off at the cooling centers, which are some of our public library branches, Arnett, Lincoln, Maplewood, Winton, and Gant Center. Don't be miserable. It's not just that you're miserable, it can be bad for your health. So go in today and cool down. I've attached this to Classroom. So of course you're going to be able to see it for yourself. Okay, let's get to our lessons. We are going to talk about transition words. Transition words tie two thoughts together to add fluency to writing, to make your writing flow. They also help readers to understand location, similarities, and differences or main points. There are several categories of transition words, and understanding each is important to choosing good transition words and phrases for a sentence or a paragraph. So let's take a look at some here. So some transition words for emphasis. Let's see if I can make this a little bigger for you. How's that look? Some transition words for emphasis are obviously, particularly, especially, importantly, absolutely, without a doubt, indeed, and some that are a little more formal, unquestionably, undoubtedly, it should be noted. So, a transition word to indicate that you have more coming, addition, additionally, in addition to this, not only, but also, besides, also, to, TOO. TWO is a number, right? Furthermore, moreover, along with. And then when we want to compare and contrast, like if you have a counter argument, so you're going to use words like unlike, on the other hand, in spite of, in contrast to, contrary to, differing from, and then alternatively, conversely, there are some others that, are more formal. And then finally, words that we want to use to indicate order. So we're going to say what? First, second, third, or firstly, secondly, thirdly, finally, previously, following, at this time, subsequently, last but not least, and first and foremost. So that's a chart of transition words, but there are many more. That's just a few. That's just a few. And lastly, let's take a look at this little transition worksheet. You knew there would be one. And I also want you to know that as always, you have the answer key right there, right? So let's get started. Okay, I want to make this a little bigger. Transition words are used in a sentence to connect two ideas. They join clauses or sentences together to show a difference or a connection. Example one. Let's see if we can bring this. We arrived late at the movie. Indeed, we missed the first 30 minutes. So, indeed is a transition word. It clarifies how late we missed the movie, right? It tells us after indeed, that we missed 30 minutes. Example two, we arrived late at the movie. However, we missed the first 30 minutes. And so, however is a transition word. And in this example, it doesn't make sense. However is a transition word that shows contrast, a comparison between two things that are not alike. So both clauses are about being late to the movie, but the better transition here is however. Look at the next example. We left early to go to the movie. However, we still missed the first 30 minutes. However shows the contrast between leaving early and still missing the beginning of the movie. That's it. So then we get to our questions, and we have sentences with misused. I'm going to make this, can I make this even bigger? Yay. Okay, don't start your stuff. Let's get this into the meat. There we go. I want you to be able to see it. That's perfect, right? So here we go. Below are sentences with misused transition words. Cross out the incorrect transition word and write a better one. So you don't have to cross it out. You can just write it on your notes. I hope you all are keeping notes. Nice, organized notes. So let's look at this first one. Tim earned an A on the test. Even so, Justin also received an A. Well, we're not wanting to say even so because that is referring to Tim, and we just introduced Justin into this, right? So another word would be, we could just say also, right? Likewise, also. And the book was interesting. This is number 2. As a result, it was hard to read. That's not making sense. Um, those are two different qualities of the book that was interesting, and it was hard to read. So the book was interesting, although it was hard to read, even though it was hard to read. And now I'm going to look at number 3, and then I'm going to leave it to you. Gordon finished his chores early. Meanwhile, he had time to play football. Um, Meanwhile, we're kind of talking about things that are happening at the same time, right? So, because Gordon finished his chores early, as a result, he had time to play football, right? So, what I'm wanting you to do are choosing some transition words. You've got a big list there, and there are 5, just 5, 5, 5, 5, and that's it. So, I will see you in a few for writing part 2.